Hey everybody, welcome back to The Truth Within. Today we have a special video for you, 10 of my top favorite stretches that I use daily for my own stretching routines. I've added in 2 bonus stretches at the end that you can use to even amplify your running that much further. So if you like the video, leave a like down below, the like button is right down there, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing allows you to see the videos that I post, to follow along, to improve yourself and exponentially on your running journey, and to join me on mine. Hopefully I inspire you to create your own running journey or to continue on your own, and I can help you along that way. If you have any questions, leave a comment, turn the bell on for subscriptions so you can see every video that I upload. I hope you enjoy the video. I'll catch you there. Enjoy. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video on the channel, The Truth Within. Today I have a special video for you. We're going to be going through the top 10 things that I love to do in my stretching routine daily. So these are the top 10 stretches that I personally do for running. Pretty much all of these I do every single day. A few of them here and there. I believe there's about 7 that I do every single day. And there's a few that I don't incorporate every single day, but they are my favorites for those types of muscles. So let's start with number 1. Number 1 is one of the muscles that I actually recently learned about, which is the IT band, iliotibial band. So essentially where that comes from is from the outside of your knee to the inside of your hip. And that band is actually caused by the bending of your knee. So if you're having outside knee pain, or if you're having hip pain or a little bit of tightness there, I can tell you that it is because of this band. So the ways to do that are you basically cross your legs here and you put one behind the other, and then you bend over the way of the leg that's behind the other leg. And that essentially just stretches your hip, stretches your side, and down the leg. Another way that you can do that is through the effective use of the foam roller. So just get on your side, put this leg straight and this leg in the air, and just roll right down all the way from your knee to your hip. That is a game changer for me. That has changed the tightness of my hips, completely release those, open those up to a completely different level for me. So that's number 1. Number 2 is the classic just quad stretch. You can do that standing like so. You can do it on your stomach, the same pose if you don't want to be standing. When you're standing, pick a place to look at and stay focused on that place. You'll stay balanced a little bit more. You can do it on the ground, on your stomach, as I said, or you can do it on your back, keeping your foot behind your body. That one I find is a little more interesting for me. I like to either do it lying down or standing up, lying down on my stomach. So that's number 2. Number 3 is the hamstring stretch. If you have tight hamstrings, it's gonna affect your glutes, which is your butt. It's gonna affect your knees. It's gonna affect your back, everything. So getting those hamstrings back here behind the knees stretched out is essential. There's a few ways that you can do these. Basically, you can lie down, sit on your butt, and you can just basically reach over and hit your hamstring. You can do it standing exactly like I'm doing right here. Just reach over, keep your knee straight, everything straight 180 degrees, and then just touch your toe. And another effective way is to basically just get down at this position here, and you can basically just lean your head down, and this is called the half split position, and you just lean your head down, and that stretches the hamstring very well. Or you can lie on your back, pull your leg straight, have the other leg straight on the ground, flat on the ground, and basically just pull your hamstring back, keeping your knee as flat as possible. That's the most essential part for hamstrings. The next stretch is going to be the pigeon pose. That opens your hips as well. This one, all of these I do every day. This one you can do standing on your knee. You can do the pigeon pose on the ground, basically just keeping one knee flat on the ground like so, and then you basically, from there, that opens your hips. Or you can even do it on your back, having one leg up and having the other leg like so. and basically just cradling that, leaning on your back and lifting it, and that opens your hips very well. Another stretch is the calf stretch. Again, that's a very important stretch for keeping everything loose. It goes in turn with your hamstrings, and that basically just keeps your knees nice and healthy, and your ankles as well. So you can either do it in the bridge form if you'd like, and you basically just keep your knees flat, your foot flat on the ground, and hold that. All of these stretches you're going to want to hold for about 10 to 15 seconds, and you flip to the other side. That gets your calves nice and stretched. Or you can also do that on a wall. So you can have doing it on the wall with one knee bent and pushing towards the wall, keeping your feet flat-footed, and that just stretches the back calf. That's very good for keeping yourself loose, keeping your knees nice and healthy. So we have the quad, IT band, your calves. You also have the pigeon stretch for your hips. You have the hamstrings. What else do we have? We have our back stretch, lower back. This one is great. When you first start running, especially for me, I noticed that my lower back started to hurt a little bit and feel tight. The way to stretch that is actually keeping your legs at a 90-degree angle, just bending right over and holding onto the wall like so. That will stretch your lower back completely. Feels amazing. Or you can go on your back and actually you basically just go right on your back and flip your legs right over your head, and you just lean on your head and you flip your legs right over your head, and you just hold that so your feet are touching the ground. Your head is, you're basically just folded right over. That stretch is like no other. Once you get that stretch going and you really open up your back, holy smokes, that is a game changer completely. And next we have the inside of your legs. These for me were something, your groin and going up from the inside of your knee up was something that was really essential for stretching for me. The way you can stretch these, the inner abductors, is you can go down on your knees. One is bent, one is flat out beside you, and then just keep that stretch. That stretches right inside. That is another complete game changer there. That will change everything for you. Getting both sides, again, all these stretches are 10 to 15 seconds, so keeping those, holding those. And you can also do the diamond stretch, or diamond, I guess. And then basically just keeping your knees, your hips, and your feet in a diamond, and basically just holding this for 15 seconds, seeing how close you can get your feet to your groin. That'll amplify the stretch. When you're running, you will also notice that your hips in the front are a major factor as well. Those are called your psoas muscles. You can stretch those in many different ways. You can stretch them by pulling on your knee as so. You can do that standing up or lying down. And when you're running, you want to keep high knees because that keeps your momentum moving forward. You're not falling forward, you're leaning forward with your ankles. You're bending forward with your ankles. You're not leaning forward. You're keeping your back straight, knees high, bending forward with your ankles. That allows you for gravity to pull you forward. Psoas muscles are very important for strengthening that, keeping your legs high. So again, as I said, keeping the knee, pulling the knee up as so, or you can do basically just like a lunge, but you're on one knee, and then you just lean forward, keeping your front knee at a 90-degree angle, lean forward, that stretches the front. And then you can also do the stretch of, it's like a bridge, basically. You just keep your back on the ground, keep your knees at a 90-degree angle, and then you go up, and you want your feet to be touching your hands, and you want to keep your back at 180 degrees, so flat, feet touching hands. And you'll notice right there, it was a little quick of a stretch, but you'll notice in the front of your hips, the psoas muscles, completely stretched. I combined two of them there. We have the inner abductor stretch, and then you also have the triangle stretch for your groin. Those are two different ones that I'll use. The inner abductor stretch goes all the way up your leg, whereas the triangle stretch essentially just gets the inside of your groin. The last but not least is the one that I love the most, the foam roller. The foam roller is something that I had always used along my fitness journey. Just recently started using this more often, every day actually. And not only does stretching help, I still felt a tightness after stretching. And my coach for the Ironman talked about foam roller. This one is a hard foam roller, plastic. You can get softer ones, harder ones, whatever you'd like. But this allows you to not feel that tightness after you stretch. Because I noticed after I stretch, there's still be a little bit of pain and restriction. The foam roller allows you to roll out that pain. It allows you to roll out that tightness and that tenderness. You can. What I do is basically just go right from my calves right up. I just go up to my quads on the outsides, the ITs. I do the hamstrings, I do the inside. I then go up to the psoas muscle. I get the outside IT band. I get my glutes on the outside, everything. I just get it all. And then you can also do like side leaning over. There's so many different variations of things you can do. Investing in a foam roller is the best choice you can make for any athlete, anyone that's on their legs, anyone, even if you're not on your legs, if you're in the office just stretching out, getting that blood flow. It increases blood flow. So this one, last but not least, foam roller is by far my absolute favorite. Combined with all those other 9 stretches, 2 extra tips that I'll add for you. Neck stretch, getting your traps, shoulder stretch. Because when you're running for a long time, your shoulders start to feel a little tight and they start to feel a little bit locked in place. Those shoulder stretches, strengthening those shoulders, getting those nice and loose, adds a different level too. Take those 10 tips in for you and those 2 extra upper body stretches. Implement those into your daily routine, and I guarantee you it'll change the way you run and it'll change the way you feel. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you all in the next one.